Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, I'm Dan Marati.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
It's Friday night. You've seen SmackDown. You've seen AEW Rampage. Now, here's Johnny. Wrestling fans, get ready for a weekend of the unpredictable as the Berzerker, John Nord, returns to MWF Studios in Melrose the weekend of Saturday, January the 22nd. Wrestling Insider Throwback Thursday tapings, live episodes, watch-alongs, cyber autograph signings, and more. Boston Wrestling Patreon fans can meet the Berzerker for free. For more information and mail order info, head on over to thebostonwrestling.com super site now. Don't miss the Berzerker January 22nd. Wrestling fans, on Royal Rumble Saturday, January the 29th, things are getting a little dirty. That's right. Joining us live in studio for the very first time will be our longtime friend, the legendary Zeb Coulter, a.k.a. Dirty Dutch Mantel. Dutch will be with us all weekend for Wrestling Insider tapings, Patreon watch-alongs, live episodes, and cyber autograph signings. Plus, Dutch will be watching the Royal Rumble with us. For more information and autograph photos, head on over to bostonwrestling.com. Wrestling fans, we warned you this day would come. Unfortunately, we're running out of original episodes of Wrestling Insider's Party with Marty each and every Thursday night at 10 p.m., but we're starting up that Indiegogo. You can help the cause. You can help Marty's show continue each and every week. Nobody does it like Marty. We had an incredible time with him at our 20th anniversary bash, November 13th at Memorial Hall here in Melrose. We want to have the good times keep on rolling, but we can't do it without you. Look for the Indiegogo link in the comment section below or across our website and social media platforms. We have some great perks, great rewards where you can even meet Marty himself. There's nothing like it. Since July of 2020, every week we've brought you the show. We need your help to keep on going. We tell you, without wrestling fans, there is no professional wrestling, and there's no better time to help the cause now. Let's keep Marty rocking each and every Thursday night. Wrestling fans looking for the perfect holiday gift? Discount VIP packages and tickets to Boston Wrestling Soul Survivor 10 Back to the 80s, Saturday night, April the 16th at Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts are on sale now. Join WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts, three-time WWE Tag Team Champions Axe and Smash Demolition, The Wild Berzerker, and more 1980s legends to be announced. Take part in a VIP exclusive Q&A session. Meet the wrestling icons up close and personal in an autograph and photo fan fest. Then get ready as the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow take part in a night of white-hot in-ring action. Discount VIP packages and tickets are on sale now for a limited time at bostonwrestling.com. Join us for a professional wrestling reunion decades in the making, April the 16th.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans, it's a big weekend here in the world of Boston Wrestling. We're so happy you decided to join us for Wrestling Insider's Fabulous Fridays. Dan Marati along with Majo Let's Main Squeeze, John Cena Sr. Big weekend ahead, Johnny. A man that the fans are very impressed. Makes me look so small. The Berzerker John Nord is going to be in the hot seat all weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He's looking forward to meeting you. He said he thinks for the first time.
I will definitely check my calendar. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Have you ever met the Berzerker that you can recall?
Never.
No.
Never. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. 22nd, 23rd, 24th?
Tomorrow night, baby. And then Sunday and then Monday. So
I'll
you got
make it-
options.
I'll make it a point.
You got options.
I'll make it a point.
Hopefully the lovely Moniz will be able to join us.
You take him to the Kowloon?
We can get her. He went last time he was with us.
He enjoyed it,
Andy,
right?
Oh, boy, did he love it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get Moniz a little Viking helmet.
By the way, Happy New Year to my friends at the Kowloon.
When is the Chinese New Year?
Well, no, I'm giving them our New Year. Their New Year will be coming.
Oh, I know that's the only Sunday night of the year they're closed.
Right,
On that.
right,
Oh, I thought I might have missed it.
No.
You're just wishing them a happy New Year in general.
Yeah.
I see. Well, it's always great to see Andy. I don't know if Andy realized it was the Berzerker. Andy was quite busy that night. He only had a chance to briefly pop by the table, but always good to see our longtime, close personal friend dating back to the mid-'90s, Andy Wong. And hopefully he'll be there not just this weekend, But next weekend, too, for Royal Rumble weekend, you made the announcement earlier this month, things are going to get a little dirty in this studio,
Absolutely.
Johnny. Things are getting dirty.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about the bill at Red Lobster.
No, we're talking about Zeb Coulter, Dirty Dutch Mantel.
Author of 2 fine books, manager of a plethora of great superstars, booked a hell of a territory in Memphis and Puerto Rico, left blood all over this continent. It's going to be an honor to have him finally make his way to the studio. He's been with us for a few WrestleMania weekends around the country, but never here in this fine studio. The one time he was going to join us, he ran into a little health blip, and we had to postpone it, but he is finally coming. What a month we have, Johnny. And again, all roads lead back to Memorial Hall in Melrose, Massachusetts, Saturday night, April the 16th. Boston Wrestling's Soul Survivor 10. We're going back to the 80s. Jake the Snake Roberts, Axe and Smash Demolition, the Berzerker. I understand there could be even more announcements. Royal Rumble Saturday this year, not Royal Rumble Sunday. I think WWE made the wise choice to go the route of the Rumble on the Saturday, but that's just one man's opinion.
Well, we'll wait and see, but I'm sure there's more announcements.
Well, we know there's more announcements, fans. Again, get those VIP packages and tickets now at bostonwrestling.com. If you wait until the last minute, the price, just like last time, it's going to go up a little bit because it just adds more work to a very busy time. We want you guys to get the best value and the best seats as humanly possible because we love you. Because without you, there is no April 16th. Without you, there is no Fabulous Fridays or Throwback Thursdays with John Nord or whatever we call the show with Dutch Mantel or everything else we do here in this crazy world. Never mind the great help we have like Howard Miller, like Jackie the Joke Man, like John C. Manicus Riley, and a lot of the other great staffers we have here in the MWF studios. If we didn't have them, we'd have nothing. We'd be sitting here in a dark room.
Well,
Even though it's semi-dark, but they're still working on the
we
lights.
have light. Don't worry about this, electric company and the studio. We'll get it done.
All right, Johnny, we were told we had to have an abbreviated episode tonight, which is better than no episode at all. I have been, as you know, going back and forth to NYC, back and forth to the Sunshine State on a few projects I'm working on, and the studio needs to get everything ready for the Berzerker tomorrow night, Johnny. But some news to try and catch up on. The lovely Toni Storm of WWE, as Gorilla Monsoon would say, stick a fork in her, she's done, leaving WWE. Were you surprised to see a lovely 26-year-old, she hasn't even hit the prime of her career yet, ask for her walking papers?
I think there reaches a point in life where you either had it or you want to continue with it. And sometimes we think that the buffet is the best choice, but really we should have just had a plate. So I give her credit. I give her credit for saying, I'm finished. I think I've had it. Where she goes from here, that's up to her. But I think it takes an awful lot to make that decision, because when you ask for your release, that's a big thing, let me tell you.
Ballsy?
Well, she's got the look, she has the ability, but maybe it's just not for her.
Well, there wasn't a lot of sizzle between the feud between her and Charlotte. Maybe the problem was she didn't recognize Charlotte with all of the work that was done in the face.
Overshadowed, maybe. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that she did the right thing.
In those vignettes that Vince McMahon has done with Austin Theory on Raw, I don't know if you've seen them, but he keeps showing off the eraser, and I keep saying, is that what happened to Charlotte? Did he just erase some of her?
Oh my God! Between that and the egg, you know what? See, you're laughing, and you should. I just sit back and go.
That's how bad it's gotten.
It's really off the wall. Not good at all. Wake up or lose.
We spoke a little bit previously about the whole Vince McMahon-Austin Theory dynamic, where it allows Vince to be in an office as opposed to outside in the ring. I don't want to say exposing the fact that he's a man in his mid-70s, but do you think that's a better execution of him? As a power broker in the office at the arena trying to educate and navigate this young potential future superstar in his company? Or do you think Vince should be front and center in the squared circle?
Well, let's put it this way. Knowing the man, he could go in that circle and still kick ass. So he could be either place. So age, just a number, just a number. The new plan of making him the planner, the executive, I'll get you where you need to be, I think that's good. He's always had that evil little look about him, so it's playing out well. But I would never, ever, I don't care how old he is, ever count him out in that ring.
Then why isn't he out there then?
Because whoever is writing this, and it might be himself, is what his ultimate plan is to be this character, this individual. Maybe what's happening is maybe Shane or Stephanie will be taking the in-ring job from Vince. He's still with it. He's still there. And knowing Vince, once in a while he'll pop up where you least expect it.
Would you like to see Shane O'Mac back for WrestleMania season?
Wrestling?
Either or.
You know what? You use the term long in the tooth. There's some things I'll do and won't do in the business anymore because as you get older, you get a little smarter. Mm-hmm. I think Shane has proved himself several times at the biggest show on earth. Shane involved in any event, backstage, out front, is a gift. It's a gift to the talent. It's a gift to the company. I think now what needs to happen is if you want to make those appearances, I would do what Vince did, be that evil God guy and just rile him from the outside. Do what Vince and Shane did best, tag teams. And like you said, not 52 weeks a year, but that 6-month deal, 3-month deal, I think that would go over. A new face, a new talent. It's time for change.
Well, he took that hellacious bump last year at Raymond James Stadium when live crowds returned to wrestling from Braun Strowman. And even though he took the hellacious bump, only one man remains standing in WWE at this point. And it's not Braun Strowman. But no, I think Shane McMahon in any variety is a good thing. I think he has great personality, great delivery, and you know what? In moderation, I think even in the squared circle, maybe a managerial role or almost like Vince, Shane has to be almost the age that Vince was when Vince McMahon became the evil Vince McMahon persona in '97.
Correct.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty close.
Absolutely correct.
Did you ever do the coast to coast, Johnny, in some of your matches?
No.
No. Have you ever thought about it at this point?
No.
Do you think you could pull it off?
Probably.
Really? Really? Are you upset that Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 32 prior to his match against The Undertaker had $1 million Shane McMahon bills fall from the ceiling? You think maybe he borrowed that idea from you?
All I'm going to say is this about that. How about it?
All right.
When I was involved with WWE, the man, Vince, came over and he said, how would you feel? He said, gimmick infringement. Let's get out of here, gimmick infringement. Go for it. Use $1 million bills.
Oh, and he asked you if they could do it with Shane?
He's a great guy. He's a great.
I didn't know
he was
that.
going to do it himself. His face is on $1 million bills. You know that. Vince McMahon.
Right. No, but I'm talking about Shane.
No,
not Vince.
I don't really care.
All right.
No, I think it's an honor because you know what?
But do you think they got the idea from you?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
All I know is this. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. If they did get it from me, thank you, Vince. Thank you, Shane O'Mac. Thank you, JBL. You know what? It's a gimmick. I don't have a copyright on it. Anybody can do it.
Anyone can have
so
it
have
made,
some
yeah.
fun. Enjoy it. If it adds to the storyline, take anything I use or do, it's yours.
Well, it's a good way to look at it. But WrestleMania season is fast approaching, Johnny. Someone we're not going to see making a surprise appearance in the Royal Rumble is Kyle O'Reilly, formerly of the Undisputed Era in WWE NXT. Certainly a match for match, one of my favorites to watch. He had some matches of the year in 2021 with Finn Balor. He has moved on to join his former stablemates Adam Cole and Bobby Fish in AEW. Do you think Kyle O'Reilly made the right move?
Yes.
Why is that?
Yes, because everybody is flooded with talent. And look at the way he was being used. So I think, you reach a point in your career, and I've done with some of the indie guys. I'll do anything. Believe me, my job is to put them over, not to be the superstar. But there reaches a point where hey, wait a minute. You know what? You're not using him the right way, and you're not using me the right way. Do I have input into the storyline? No, it's my way or the highway. Bye. Bye. Because you have to make a decision what's best for you. You understand something. You work hard to develop a character. I'll give you an example. People don't think I'm John Cena's father. I just had a thing with Tommy Nash. No, he's not. He's an actor. I am the real deal. He is my son. And
he came from your loins.
But I don't flaunt that. I never have and never will.
Your loins?
No, the fact that, oh, wow. When you walk into a locker room, hi, Johnny Fabulous, Cena Sr. That's it. But when they start to interfere, when you build a character and they want to do something to demean it or ruin it, I don't mind you doing that, but let's take a different swerve. And when they won't listen, bye. Bye. It's time to get out. It's time to get out. And it's like that Rocky Johnson thing, God rest his soul. I'm not going to let a legend and a Hall of Famer, me, go over that person. Come on. Let's be real now. You have to be real about what you do here. So, good luck to him. He did the right thing.
I couldn't see him go, as much as I hate to say it, the way WWE is going, him doing much of any consequence on Raw or SmackDown with the way he looks. He just doesn't have that billboard type.
That's right.
NXT was great. I think AEW he's going to deliver in the ring. But as far as a Raw or SmackDown, I think he would have sat in catering, or he would have been laying on his back an awful lot before he was released.
Like Doherty looking up.
Yeah.
Remember he said I could
The Duke, baby.
Yep.
Our old friend, the Duke.
I
hope
can
he's
tell you
doing
every
well.
number of retired jersey that's up there. And what a great man. Great man.
Hopefully the Duke is doing well, and we know he's had some health problems in recent years. Would love to see him back here in the studio again.
I'd love to see him.
Or at a live event. The Duke is a good man. Right now, fans, you want to talk about a big event? We've spoken about it before. Again, Saturday night, April the 16th, all roads. Even Quincy Rastani's 1978 Honda-Matic motorcycle is headed to Memorial Hall in Melrose when we present to you Soul Survivor 10, Back to the 80s.
Wrestling fans, get ready for a weekend of the unpredictable as the Berzerker, John Nord, returns to MWF Studios in Melrose the weekend of Saturday, January the 22nd. Wrestling Insider Throwback Thursday tapings, live episodes, watch-alongs, cyber autograph signings, and more. Boston Wrestling Patreon fans can meet the Berzerker for free. For more information and mail order info, head on over to thebostonwrestling.com super site now. Don't miss the Berzerker, January 22nd. Wrestling fans, on Royal Rumble Saturday, January the 29th, things are getting a little dirty. That's right. Joining us live in studio for the very first time will be our longtime friend, the legendary Zeb Coulter, a.k.a. Dirty Dutch Mantel. Dutch will be with us all weekend for Wrestling Insider tapings, Patreon watch-alongs, live episodes, and cyber autograph signings. Plus, Dutch will be watching the Royal Rumble with us. For more information and autograph photos, head on over to bostonwrestling.com.
Wrestling fans, I'm Dan Marotti.
And this is the man of the hour, Leo Rush.
It's all over bostonwrestling.com and our social media. But Leo, brother, they got to check out some of this merch.
They got to.
Check it out, fans, right now, available on eBay.
At WrestleMania 37, she proved she is the EST, defeating Sasha Banks to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Here's your chance to own this limited edition collector's autograph print, personally signed by Bianca Belair, one of only 50 made, direct from our friends at WWE. Also signed by original artist Rob Schamberger. Help keep wrestling legends working. Get this awesome Bianca Belair collectible for your wrestling collection now. Wrestling fans, we warned you this day would come. Unfortunately, we're running out of original episodes of Wrestling Insider's Party with Marty each and every Thursday night at 10 p.m., but we're starting up that Indiegogo. You can help the cause. You can help Marty's show continue each and every week. Nobody does it like Marty. We had an incredible time with him at our 20th anniversary bash, November 13th at Memorial Hall here in Melrose. We want to have the good times keep on rolling, but we can't do it without you. Look for the Indiegogo link in the comment section below or across our website and social media platforms. We have some great perks, great rewards where you can even meet Marty himself. There's nothing like it. since July of 2020. Every week we've brought you the show. We need your help to keep on going. We tell you, without wrestling fans, there is no professional wrestling, and there's no better time to help the cause now. Let's keep mighty rocking each and every Thursday night.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome back to this abbreviated version of Wrestling Insider's Fabulous Fridays. Dan Marotti, John Cena Sr. Fridays is turning into a lot of fans' favorite night of the week. They got the SmackDown, they got the AEW Rampage, then they know they got old J-Fab. But Johnny, we were talking about it during the commercial break. Have you ever ridden a 1978 Honda Honda-Matic? Were you ever a motorcycle guy? Never.
Nope.
Would you like to ride Quincy's motorcycle?
Nope.
Well, it says Quincy on the side, so I don't think you'd be able to steal it and get away with it.
God bless Quincy Rustani. Great guy, great human being. Give you the shirt off his back.
He would.
I respect that man completely.
Really?
Yep. He's
Well,
great. Yep.
much like Paul Bearer, you've done an about-face on Quincy Rustani. At one point, you weren't his biggest fan. Paul Bearer detested Quincy Rustani.
He can get under your skin. There's no question about that. There's no question about that. But you know what?
He has his live show when he does watch-alongs with the All Wrestling Challenge program, and the fans have a lot of fun with it. The only problem is they think it's a repeat every week because Quincy has 7 different wardrobes, one for each day of the week, so he has the same shirt on every Thursday. But it is original every week. It's not a repeat, or they're not all taped in the same day.
Well, I think you and I taped a show, and I think for those series that we did, we never changed shirts.
Well, we'll tape a few episodes at a time, but with Quincy, his is live every week, but it's still the same colored salmon shirt that he got for $3
help the kid out.
at a thrift shop.
Help him out.
Well,
Give him a different shirt.
What we're trying to do is with the fan donations, he needs a refurbished 78 Honda Honda-Matic so he can take the parts from it and put it into the one he has now. So that's why we've started doing it. And hopefully within a couple of months we'll have enough to, I don't know what a refurbished 1978 Honda Honda-Matic would go for, but we'll have to wait and see, Johnny.
Anybody out there know what a 1978 Honda Honda-Matic would go for? How about putting it right at the bottom?
It's in the 3 digits, I will say that much. It's when we're not looking for big money.
And if you got anybody out there that's willing to donate some time and parts to help get Quincy on the road, come on, let's give it up. Let's go.
Maybe he could ride with John Nord. Could you?
All right, now he's getting tired, folks.
Could you picture that duo out riding together?
Yeah, 7
Rustani
feet.
and Nord?
No. Rustani?
And Nord.
TC Rustani?
No, Quincy Rustani.
Oh.
Please. And John Nord.
It ain't going to work.
You don't think? No. All right. Even with helmets on? Well, I'd like to see it. I know I'd like to see it. Johnny, we talked a little bit about Kyle O'Reilly, headed over to AEW. One thing, I think we use the term a little long in the tooth sometimes. I think it's going to turn into something a little long in the tooth. But beginning this spring, there's going to be both a male, again, we talk about having both male and female, but in AEW, they're going the route of having both a male and female Owen Hart tournament that's going to go from the spring all the way through Labor Day, which sounds like it's going to be a pretty big tournament. But your thoughts on the Owen Hart tournament coming to not WWE, but AEW, where Dr. Martha Hart will present the winner of these tournaments. I don't know if it'll be with a trophy, but some kind of recognition Labor Day weekend at their pay-per-view in Chi-Town, where Owen competed at SummerSlam 94 against his brother in a 15-foot-high steel cage.
Well, first of all, about our young man who left, I was going to make the comment before. This is what happens when you bring people into NXT. They're great down there, but then when you have to move, O'Reilly, when you have to move them up to the roster, it doesn't work. They should think about that before they bring them in there. That's my comment on that. As far as this tournament, God rest his soul, Owen Hart, I thought he was great. He was a great performer. He knew the business. He cared about it. A tragic loss to family,
a waste of life,
and business. To have a tournament last that long, to me, is not going to go. It's
stuck.
It's well,
4,
but you know
5,
what?
6 months. That's a long
how much?
tournament. Could be 4, 5, 6 months if they start in the spring,
Thank
and it's
you.
not going to end until Labor Day.
No, so that's too much spaghetti being fed at one time.
And two of them. You're going to
Yeah.
have a male and female simultaneously.
They're not
Two
going to
tournaments.
alternate. They're just they're going to.
How they're going to do that, I don't know. But
I just think it's a mistake.
it's too long, I think.
Thank you. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a mistake.
I think it might make for a fun TV special.
2 months.
I think it might make fun for a big pay-per-view like King of the Ring. Like what you said, maybe you have some qualifying matches, and then the night of a pay-per-view, you have a couple of the final 2 rounds or something like that. But for it to go from potentially,
6 months.
I mean, April or May through September, that's
Spring
a
is
hell
in
of a
March.
tournament.
So March 21st, April 21st, May 21st, June 21st, July 21st, August 21st, September 4th.
My birthday is when summer ends.
6 months. 6 months. And
It's a
that's
long tournament.
That's a long, long time to do that. And I'm going to tell you what, unless it's high caliber and holds very suspenseful pro wrestling, it's not going to work.
As much as Owen has missed, I think they're going to get to the point where people are going to lose interest.
I would rather see them create an Owen Hart trophy, Owen Hart award, maybe give that at the end of 6 months or a year to those 2 performers who have done above and beyond outstanding. And, to me, that makes more sense. But to go 6 months in a tournament, it's not going to happen. That's
2
like
tournaments. I think that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Not just 1, 2.
that's like gauntlet matches. Those things they've seen their day. I'm not a fan of the gauntlet match. It gets boring. It gets tiresome. It's like I'd rather see the Royal Rumble. At least Pat Patterson, God rest his soul, had the right idea on that. Vince didn't believe it would work, and it did. So I think those are the kind of things that fans look for. But as soon as you try to make money off of those types of things, male, female, 6 months out, people are going to go, you talk about getting up and leaving. I don't care if it's male or female. I'm tired. Click. See you later. Bye.
Do you think potentially, even though there have been issues in the past between Owen's widow and the Hart family, that maybe it could open the door for Bret Hart to come to AEW? Bret was part of AEW's first pay-per-view and showcased the AEW championship belt. I don't think he realized that AEW was going to become quite what it was as far as his interactions with WWE goes. I don't know if he still has a Legends deal of some kind, but certainly there's a lot of Bret Hart merchandise made. But could you see Bret, like a lot of the other active superstars and a lot of legends we've seen, make the big jump from Stamford, Connecticut to the world of AEW?
I'd have to say yes to that. Bret's a businessman. Bret loves the business. And I think if it was in his interest and the best interest of the fans and the Hart family, I think you'd see that. The question becomes with Natalya still with WWE, whether that's really going to happen.
A burial of Natalya?
Yeah. That's. I still like Natalya.
No, big fan of yours. I know that. She's spoken very highly of you on social media in the past.
She's a sweetheart. Great person.
All right. Well, Johnny, it'd be interesting to see who and how this tournament is going to be executed. If it's single elimination, we could be in for a long spring and summer.
Oh, I can't. I feel so bad. I do, because AEW is really heated up. They've proven that they are, regardless of what people say. Oh, they're not a threat. They are a threat. They get the barrel looking right down at your head. So if you don't believe somebody's going to pull that trigger, be careful. Be careful. Never doubt. Never doubt. And to do this, no, 6 months. Like I say, why not establish an Owen Hart trophy, like an Andre the Giant trophy,
right,
for the male and female perform? Why not do that kind of thing? That makes sense. But to drag this out for 6 months?
Do you think that WWE is a little maybe jealous that AEW was able to put this deal together with the Owen Hart Foundation and that they were kind of left out in the dust? You think maybe they could have, or do you think there was a way they could have made greater reparations with Owen's widow and family?
That's been a sore spot for a long time. And I'm not so sure that his widow would want to do business with WWE. So you may have a willing party, but you get this one person that says never. So I think the best decision was made. They say, let it go. It's going to be 6 months too long. She says, I'll prove you wrong. I'll go over here and do it. So there are a lot of things that people try to do in memory of our brothers and sisters who are no longer with us that don't necessarily work. And I think, when you look at WWE, unless they do one male-female match a month for 6 months, that might make sense. But to try to do this over a 6-month period it's not going to work. And like I say, the Harts were not of the best, especially as
the widow, right. Well, the rest of the Harts, I'm sure they'd be lining up almost like at a soup kitchen for the payday, the way they were. If you remember that WrestleMania 26 when Brett went back to work Vince. But never say never in wrestling, but that one, I think that's pretty close. I don't know if Dr. Martha Hart is ever going to want to engage with them with all the bad blood that came from that lawsuit that followed the unfortunate passing of Owen back in May of 1999 in Kansas City. But again, running out of time here. Again, abbreviated episode. Big weekends ahead, Johnny. Tomorrow, we're going to have the wild, unpredictable Berzerker here with us. And then a week from tomorrow, things are going to get, as we said, a little dirty here in the studio. A little dirty. Ooh. We're not talking about some of the members. We're talking about Dirty Dutch Mantel, a.k.a. Zeb Coulter is going to be here. He wants to reminisce about that legendary WrestleMania weekend dinner at Red Lobster down in Orlando. And you talk about the Montreal screw job. Oh. We had the Orlando screw job when we saw the bill with about six Schweppes on the bill.
That was unbelievable. I don't want to go there anymore.
It was the Orlando screw job.
Thank you. Yep, it was terrible. Horrible.
And Johnny, with us being now just a little bit over a week away from the Rumble, in case we don't have a chance to cover it, any big predictions for the Rumble? Lashley or Lesnar? Who goes over? Could
Interference by Roman Reigns, no winner.
Indecisive match?
Indecisive.
Do you have a prediction for the female Rumble? Whose turn is it this year that has to have their chance to win? So everybody can win, and everybody can be the champion. Who will it be this time? Will it be Sasha, so her 80-pound body that'll probably be injured 6 times this year can say, oh, I finally won. I won the Rumble. Let me cry. Let me do my Eddie Guerrero and Randy Savage cosplay moves. Will it be Sasha's year? And I like Sasha. That was kind of cruel, but you know what? It sucks. But anyway, do you have a prediction?
No.
And what about in the men's Rumble? Where it's kind of an interesting year where so much is unknown about the direction of the championship belts due to what happened at day one in Atlanta.
Surprise entrant.
You think it's going to be a surprise winner?
Cena's coming back.
You? Or your son? Wouldn't that be something?
That would be wouldn't you write it that way? If you could do it.
But here's the thing. What's going to happen if what we had talked about, rumor-wise, champion versus champion, what would you do in that case? If Brock clashed with Roman, how would you have a men's Royal Rumble winner? Interesting. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. That's why, other than WrestleMania, I have to say, Johnny, it's my favorite pay-per-view of the year.
Been there, done it.
The Royal Rumble?
No. I've been to both. My whole thing is the greatest show on earth. I've done it several times. It doesn't change. It's the big stars, the boom, the bang. The 2 days I wasn't a fan of. I'm still not. The Royal Rumble, I think that was a great concept, a great idea. Everybody uses it. You've used it. I've been in shows where we've used it.
You think Johnny Knoxville has a chance?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
All right. All right, wrestling fans, do you think Johnny Knoxville has a chance to win the Royal Rumble this year as the celebrity entrant? Leave your thoughts in the premier chat to my right. Again, any thoughts of the Rumble, the Berzerker coming to town, Dutch Mantel coming to town, and you, your friends, your family, all coming here to downtown Melrose, Massachusetts, Saturday night, April the 16th, when Boston Wrestling goes back to the 80s with Jake the Snake Roberts, Axe and Smash Demolition, the Berzerker, and so many more to be announced. We got the Autograph Photo Fan Fest, the VIP exclusive Q&A. Then when all of that is said and done, baby, the bell is going to ring. Phil the Accessory is going to take that mic and get things pumped up as the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow blow the roof off of Memorial Hall in Melrose. And the plaster is already falling, but the roof could be gone with the hot action we have coming April the 16th. VIP packages and tickets on sale now at bostonwrestling.com. Save some cash. Get the best seats in the house. For John Cena Sr., I'm Dan Morita. Get ready for a wild, unpredictable weekend with the Berzerker. Huss! Huss! Huss!
Thank you for joining us. Please give the video a big thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe to the channel to enjoy more great content. Don't forget, you can help keep wrestling legends working. Check out our eBay store and join the Boston Wrestling family at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling so we can produce more in-depth shoot interviews.